a Phoenix area group, the local rock band Basic Elements. I gotta tell you, those youngsters are determined.
We started this band as a coping mechanism. Back in Arizona in 1984, if you were a dude listening to Duran Duran, wearing eyeliner, shoulder pads, and women's clothing, you got your butt kicked. So Basic Elements was our way of leveling the playing field.
Basic Elements!
Basic Elements!
Basic Elements!
I guess it was kind of a creative outlet for us and the frustration of getting beat up all the time.
In the 80s, in the desert, it was a different time, a different place. It seemed to be the perfect recipe.
Our very first song that we played was at the Shadow Mountain High School talent show, and it was New Year's Day by U2. You know, we decided to pick a cover first to get the audience into it and excited. And then we hit him with an original. Like right after we did New Year's Day, it just stopped and people were like, yeah, New Year's Day, U2, woo! And then we hit him with Hide, and John went in there with his keyboard. Ding, 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 ding. I think at first they couldn't tell if it was another U2 song or what. So they were into it. They're like, yeah, more U2. And then, you know, I think everybody realized it was our song after that.
And that was kind of the beginning of our crazy adventure.
The Arizona State Fair in 1985. Our manager got us a slot playing outside the Veterans Memorial Coliseum right after the Howard Jones show let out. So you had, 18,000 people filing out. Good, 1,000, 1,500 stopped to see who the new wave band was playing outside. It's the same kind of music. It spoke to the crowd. Teenagers who felt different and were made to know we were different by the way we dressed and looked.
The premise of Hyde was keeping your individuality sacred, just being yourself 100%, and we had a great time.
They kind of embraced us. Said, wow, there's somewhere we can fit in where we can be normal and be ourselves.
We wrote it as a reaction to feeling different and being othered by groups of people that had more power than us. That's something very close to our hearts because before we started this band, we were getting beaten for being different. Today, that message is just as relevant. You'd think things would be different, but they're not.
Here we are, 35 years later, doing it again.
Hide was our first song that we wrote when we were 16 years old. This was kind of our fight song. Hide from your leader.